There's a unique magic in standing somewhere untouched by the modern world, a place where the silence is so profound it almost hums in your ears. Here you feel the weight of centuries, the presence of something ancient and enduring. The air is crisp, filled with the scent of moss and salt, and every breath feels like a renewal. These are places that make you feel small, yet deeply connected to something much larger than yourself. The vastness of the landscape puts your worries into perspective, reminding you that you are just a tiny part of a much greater story. Wild places like these awaken our sense of adventure and curiosity. They remind us of nature's simple, unadorned beauty, the way wildflowers bloom in hidden valleys, or how the land stretches on, untamed and free. It's a beauty that doesn't need to be explained, only experienced. Remote travel isn't just about seeing new sights, it's about rediscovering wonder, letting the wildness seep into your soul, and allowing the landscape to change you. Each step on a lonely path is a step toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Of all my journeys, it's the quiet, remote places that linger in my memory. The echo of footsteps on an empty road, the hush of a lake at dawn, the feeling of being utterly alone yet completely at peace. These are the moments that stay with you long after you've left. Here, the wind whispers stories of old, and the landscape shifts with the sun, painting the mountains in ever-changing colors. Time seems to slow down, and you begin to notice the small miracles all around you. The dance of light, the movement of clouds, the resilience of life in harsh places. These aren't just holidays. They're lessons in courage, humility, and awe. In the wild, you learn to listen, to observe, and to appreciate the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. You discover a quiet strength within yourself, shaped by the challenges and the beauty of the land. One such place is a hidden peninsula in the North Atlantic, where deep fjords carve into the earth and tiny villages cling to dramatic cliffs. Life here is shaped by the elements, and every day is a testament to resilience and adaptation. Nature rules here, and silence is broken only by the cries of seabirds and the rhythmic crash of waves against ancient rocks. The wildness is both humbling and exhilarating, a reminder that we are guests in this untamed world. This is Iceland's Westfjords, a region that rewards those willing to travel further, to seek out the unknown, and to embrace the solitude that comes with true adventure. The journey itself becomes part of the adventure, offering rare peace in a busy world. Each mile brings new vistas, new challenges, and a growing sense of freedom. The Westfjords invite you to disconnect from the noise of daily life and reconnect with the wild, to put away distractions and simply be present in the moment. This is the story of that journey, an invitation to imagine your own adventure in Iceland's most spectacular, secluded region, where the wild calls to all who are willing to listen and explore. On a map of Iceland, the Westfjords stretch northwest like a claw, reaching out into the North Atlantic. This remote peninsula is one of the country's most dramatic and least visited regions, a place where the land seems to break apart into a maze of fjords and inlets. Far from the famous sights and crowds, the Westfjords offer a different kind of Icelandic experience, one defined by solitude, silence, and the raw beauty of untouched nature. Connected to the rest of Iceland by only a narrow strip of land, this region feels almost like its own island, set apart from the bustle of the mainland. Its isolation has preserved its wild character and quiet charm, making it a sanctuary for those seeking peace and a deeper connection with the natural world. The Westfjords cover a vast area, yet only a handful of small villages and farms dot the landscape. With so few people, nature is free to thrive. Seabirds wheel overhead, Arctic foxes roam, and wildflowers blanket the hills in summer. Fjords carve deep into the land, flanked by steep, flat-topped mountains and an endless, jagged coastline. The scenery is both dramatic and serene, shaped by ancient glaciers and the relentless sea. Every turn on the winding roads reveals a new, breathtaking view. Towering cliffs, hidden waterfalls, and sweeping vistas that seem to go on forever. Getting here is an adventure in itself. Hours from Reykjavik, the journey takes you over mountain passes and along unpaved roads that hug the edge of the sea, often with no other cars in sight. The journey forces you to slow down and truly see the landscape, to pause and appreciate the silence, the shifting light, and the sense of being at the edge of the world. The people here are resilient, deeply connected to land and sea, and proud of their heritage. generations have lived in harmony with the elements, relying on fishing, farming, and a strong sense of community. Life moves at nature's pace, shaped by weather and seasons. Storms can sweep in without warning, and the midnight sun gives way to long, dark winters, but each season brings its own beauty and rhythm. Visiting the Westfjords is like stepping back in time, where community and nature are at the heart of everything. Here, traditions endure, and the pace of life invites you to slow down and savor each moment. Here, travelers are welcomed as guests, invited to share in the region's quiet power and timeless spirit, a place where the wildness of Iceland is still very much alive. In a land where waterfalls are as common as the clouds, Dynjandi stands apart, an icon of Iceland's wild beauty and untamed spirit. Its name means the thunderous one, and it truly lives up to that promise. The sound of water crashing down the rocks echoes for miles, a natural symphony that fills the valley. Dynjandi isn't just a single waterfall. It's a breathtaking series of 7 cascades, each one unique, tumbling down the mountainside. The main fall spreads out like a shimmering wedding veil, its white water fanning gracefully over ancient rock. The journey to Dynjandi is as memorable as the waterfall itself. As you approach, the white ribbon of water appears in the distance, growing larger and more impressive with every turn of the winding road or hiking trail. A well-marked path leads you past a series of smaller falls, each with its own character and charm. The roar of the water grows louder as you climb, building anticipation with every step. At the base, you're greeted by a wall of mist and the thunderous sound of water crashing down. The sheer force and energy are humbling, making you feel small in the presence of such raw natural power. Dynjandi's power and beauty are unforgettable, a masterpiece sculpted by nature over thousands of years. The water's journey from the highlands to the fjord below is a testament to the relentless forces that shape Iceland's landscape. More than just a tourist destination, Dynjandi is a protected natural monument. It stands as a symbol of the Westfjords' wild spirit and the importance of preserving these pristine places for future generations. Standing before Dynjandi, you can't help but feel a deep respect for the forces of nature. The experience is both humbling and inspiring, connecting you to something much greater than yourself. The lush mosses and untouched rocks around the falls remind you of the fragility of these landscapes. Dynjandi inspires awe, but also a desire to protect and cherish Iceland's natural wonders. Long after you leave, the memory of Dynjandi lingers, a haunting reminder of Iceland's hidden magic and the wild beauty that waits to be discovered in the Westfjords. For anyone visiting the Westfjords, experiencing Dynjandi is a must. It's a place where nature's artistry and power come together, leaving every visitor with a sense of wonder and gratitude. At Iceland's westernmost edge, the Lathrabjarg Cliffs rise dramatically above the Atlantic, a paradise for bird lovers. In summer, millions of seabirds fill the cliffs, creating a wild, unforgettable spectacle. The stars are the Atlantic puffins, colorful, comical, and unafraid, nesting here by the thousands. You can lie on the grass and watch them up close as they go about their lives. Other birds, razorbills, guillemots, fulmars, add to the symphony of calls and movement. The cliffs are alive with life, from soaring birds to those diving for food below. Visitors must be careful near the unstable edges, but the experience is worth it. Lathrabjarg connects you directly to the raw power of nature and the wonder of biodiversity. The memory of a puffin's curious gaze is a treasure you'll never forget. It's a place that fills you with awe and a sense of responsibility to protect these wild habitats. Deep within a fjord, surrounded by mountains, lies Ísafjörður, the Westfjord's largest town and cultural heart. With just over 2,000 residents, it's a close-knit community where history and modern life blend seamlessly. The old center's timber houses, now cafes and shops, tell stories of the region's maritime past. Fishing remains the town's lifeblood, and the harbor buzzes with daily activity. Ísafjörður is a perfect base for exploring the fjords and the wild Hornstrandir Nature Reserve. The town's creative spirit shines through festivals, art, and warm hospitality. Ísafjörður captures the resilient, welcoming soul of the Westfjords. Along the Westfjord's winding coast, small fishing villages like Flateyri and Suðureyri are the region's soul. Life here revolves around the harbor, where the sea sets the rhythm of each day. Visitors are welcomed with genuine warmth and curiosity, often invited to share stories or coffee. Local museums reveal tales of survival and community in this challenging landscape. These villages are gateways to nature, perfect for hiking, kayaking, or simply watching for seals and whales. They offer peace, tradition, and a glimpse into Iceland's enduring way of life. The Westfjords are a natural playground, best explored on foot or by kayak. Trails range from gentle coastal walks to challenging mountain climbs, each offering wildflowers, birds, and sweeping views. Kayaking reveals hidden coves, waterfalls, and close encounters with seals or even whales. After a day of adventure, soak in a geothermal hot spring, often with a view of a fjord or empty beach. These hot springs, rustic or developed, are a uniquely Icelandic way to unwind. Families can enjoy easy walks and beachcombing, while adventurers tackle multi-day treks in Hornstrandir. The Westfjords invite everyone to play, explore, and rediscover their sense of wonder. Here, adventure and tranquility go hand in hand. Every experience is shaped by the vast, beautiful wilderness. It's a place that encourages you to create your own unforgettable memories. In the Westfjords, you feel truly away from it all, immersed in nature's raw power and silence. Vast spaces, dramatic landscapes, and profound quiet create a sense of true wilderness. The journey itself, winding roads, changing weather, makes you an active participant, not just an observer. Every challenge makes the rewards, views, wildlife, peace, feel even more special. Here you can walk deserted beaches, watch the light shift on mountains, and savor rare solitude. These moments of quiet are precious in our busy world, giving space to reflect and reconnect. The Westfjords inspire respect and responsibility for the environment. Surrounded by pristine beauty, you want to protect it for future generations. This region is a powerful teacher, showing the resilience of nature and the value of a slower, simpler life. It's a journey into Iceland's wild heart and into your own. The wilderness here changes you. A trip to the Westfjords is more than a holiday. It's an experience that lingers in your heart. The memories are not just of sights, but of awe, joy, and peace. Dinjandi's thunder, a puffin's flight, a hot spring under the midnight sun. The effort to reach this remote region makes every moment more meaningful. The Westfjords teach patience, resilience, and the thrill of discovery. They remind us to seek out hidden gems and to be explorers, not just tourists. This wild beauty inspires us to care for our planet and protect its rare places. Let the call of the Westfjords spark your own adventure. It's a journey that will challenge, inspire, and fill you with wonder, an invitation to connect with the wild and with yourself.